Dalawin po tayo. Panginoon, ano po sana? Thank you rin po, Panginoon, na safe kami nakarating sa sigit ng aralan na ito, Panginoon. Pinapasalamatan din po namin, Panginoon, ang bawat blessing na ibinibigay niyo sa bawat isa. At yun din, Panginoon, hindi po namin ang tawa na aming nagawa kasalanan sa isip, salita at sa gawa. At Lord God, yun po ang siyang mauna sa klase nito, Lord God. Gabayan niyo po kami, bigyan kami ng lakas, katalinuhan sa maghapon ito. Ito po ang sinasama at dadalangin sa ito sa pangalan ng Jesus. Amen.
So good morning everyone. So the topic that we will discuss today is all about the globalization of religion. So anyone, do you have an idea about the globalization of religion? Okay. So in this topic we have an intended learning outcome. The first one is to explain how globalization affects religious practices and beliefs, and analyze the relationship between religion and global conflict and conversely global peace. Anyway, I am Yolin Grace Cabildo from BSF Values to see. So unlock the key terms. Globalization. May I request Ms. Kain to please read what is globalization.
Globalization, it is the process by which the world is becoming increasingly interconnected as a result of massive increase, trade, and global
Well, thank you so much. So in short, I am not going to explain what is globalization because I know every one of us already knows what is globalization, right? Yes. Okay. So to recall our knowledge about globalization, when we say globalization, it is the increase in connectedness of the country through trade, technology, globalization, and communication. So it's also the culture that leading to economic integration and cultural exchange of ideas across borders. So the next one we have religion. May I call on Ms. Pagkutalan to please read religion.
Religion is the personal set or institutionalized system of religious attitudes, beliefs, and practices.
So thank you so much. So when we say religion, it is a system of beliefs, practices, and also it is a cultural ideas that we share in a specific community. So it also a moral values that center the worship of higher God, and also it serves as a guiding to human behavior and promoting or and providing meaning of life. So the last one we have globalism. When we say globalism, everyone is with Okay, thank you so much. So when we say globalism, it is a political, economic, and global ideology. So it advocates for global cooperation, interconnectedness, and the reduction of national borders in order to address the global challenges and to more promote the unity in every country. So the next reporter will discuss the deeper meaning of globalization in the next slides. So as I have said earlier, when we say religion, it is a system of beliefs and practices. So we are now living in a modernized world. So there's a lot of religion under for example, under the Christian, we have a different types of religion. Some of these are the monotheistic religion, and the animistic religion. When we say monotheistic religion, they are believed in only one God, in only the existence of one God. So, for example, the Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism believe. Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism believe in the existence of only one God. So we have also the monotheistic religion. I polytheistic religion. When we say polytheistic religion, they believe in a multiple God. So, for example, the Hinduism is some Greek religion, Asian Greek religion. And the last one is the animism religion. When we say animism religion, they believe in the existence of all living beings. It's either animals, plants, or objects. So, they are different types of religion in this modernized world. We have Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, and so on and so forth. So the next reporter will discuss about that. So that's my part. And next is the types of religious organizations.
So again, good morning everyone. I am Desiree Lagan from Values QC. So I'm here to discuss the different types of religious organization. So religious organization can be categorized into several types based on its practices and structure. So first we have here the church, or the most common types of the religious organization. So really, church is a large and inclusive religious type of religious organization that claims about truth and salvation, and their members join through birth or baptism. And the most common example of the church is the Roman Catholic Church. Aware po ba lahat sa Roman Catholic? So yes, Roman Catholic, their doctrines is based on the Holy Bible. Their salvation is based on their practices on Holy Bible. That and for instance, if your parents are both Catholic, automatically their children will be Catholic also through Christianing or the tawag nating faith. So next we have here the sect. The sect is a small exclusive religious group that claims unique truth about salvation also. But its members join consciously and voluntarily. When we say consciously and voluntarily, nagbabaptize sila ng member nila willingly. Unlike kapag ka sa, di ba, alam naman natin in Catholic, binabaptize yung bata, 1 to 3 years old, which means unconscious pa yung bata na yun. Kasi decision pa yun ng magulang niya, unlike in sect, na nagbabaptize sila ng members nila voluntarily and consciously. So the example is, if alam niyo to, Jehovah's Witness, they also claim the unique truth about salvation. And next, the denominations. Denomination are religious groups that cooperates with other similar groups. People join voluntarily, but members is often passed down to birth. And yung example nito is familiar naman sa atin, yung Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, also Muslim, Hinduism, and Buddhism. And next is the cult. Cult is a non-traditional and exclusive group that combines diverse teachings, usually led by charismatic figure. Their teachings are derived from either real or legendary. But followers express intense commitment and loyalty to the group and its leader, sometimes to the point of self-sacrifices. And if familiar kayo sa issue ni Kibuloy, kahit na yung leader nila is tawag dito, humaharap in a different cases, yung mga member nila, some of their members, is parang pinaglalaban pa rin nila yung leader nila, which led to self-sacrifices, even though alam nila na mali yun, pero yung faith nila and commitment nila sa leader nila is grabe. So, that is the example of next, the last one is the new religious movements, o yung NRL. It is a modern category of religions that typically attracting followers seeking alternative to mainstream a religion. So, meron tong dalawa. Yung una is ay non-centric. Ito yung mga hindi naniniwala sa God. For example, yung Scientology, they doesn't do worship, but mas focus sila in their spiritual life. Tapos, yung isa naman is yung Testic NRM. Yun naman yung group of religious organization that we visit. So, that's on my part. And thank everyone for listening. And next reporter will be...
So good morning everyone. For the continuation of our report, I was assigned to discuss the following major religions of the world. So first we have Hinduism. Hinduism, also known as Sanatana Dharma, which is one of the largest and oldest living religions worldwide. And it is originated in India. So Hinduism is unique in a way because unlike other religions, Hinduism does not have any single founder, but rather a fusion or combination of many various beliefs, practices, and traditions of Hindus. So, for particular reasons, Hindus believe in the concept of samsara, which is a continuous birth, death, and reincarnation, and then the karma, which is the universal law of cause and effect. Another one is the philosophy of Atman, which means the belief of soul. We believe that all living beings have a soul and it is part of an absolute soul. One of the fundamental principles of Hinduism is the idea that people's action may determine their current life and also their future lives. So that's why Hindus strive for the Dharma, which means the code of living that emphasizes on good moral and conduct. Another one is the Buddhism. Buddhism is a combination of religion and philosophy which is founded by Siddhartha Gautama, or what we know as Buddha. So the goal of this religion is to achieve enlightenment or nirvana, to end the cycle of suffering and rebirth that can be achieved through meditation and through the practices of ethical living and studying the teaching of the Dharma. Another one is the Christianity. Christian derived from the word derived from the Greek word Christianoi, which means the follower of God, which directly describes the Christianity, because Christianity follows the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth. So Christianity also are one of the largest religions in the world with 2.8 billion followers and categorized as one of the three Abrahamic or monotheistic religions of the world in the Western tradition. So as I said earlier, the essence of Christianity centers on the beliefs of the life, birth, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And Christianity is also a diverse religion as it encompasses of various denominations like the Roman Catholic, the Eastern Orthodox, and the Protestant. And according to the latest living statistic, there are 78.8 of the total BPO which were Catholics, and 11% were Protestant, and another 6.42 were Muslim. Another one is the Judaism. Judaism is one of the oldest monotheistic religion developed among her groups. So, since they are their center of beliefs is based on a God, and this God revealed himself through ancient prophets like Abraham, Jacob, Isaac, Solomon, and many more. So the Christian believe in one God who established a covenant or a special agreement between the prophets, and they believe that prophets communicate with God, which also gives rewards to good and also punishes the evil. So the main practices of Buddhism are the Sabbath, or a day for rest and prayer, which typically is seen Friday evening to Saturday evening. They also have dietary laws, which means that they are delicate with foods that are permissible and forbidden for them. For example, they're permissible to eat cattle, sheep, deer, but they are forbidden for to eat pork. So that's end my course.
Good. Okay, so now let's proceed to last major religions of the world. Islam is more than just a religion. It recognizes the chief law, ethics, and daily practices. And it originates in 7th century in the Arabian Peninsula, and it follows the way of Allah, focusing on morals, peace, justice, and moral order. And one key point of Islam is the Ummah. This is the global Muslim community that transcends boundaries of race and nationality. And it fosters unity by sharing rituals such as prayer and pilgrimage. And in this globalized world, Islam is deeply rooted in tradition and yet it adapts and expands. And the next one is how globalization affects religious practice and belief. So globalization influences religion by increasing the flow of ideas across different cultures. It shapes how people understand and practice their faith. So this exposure can lead to openness and blending of multiple beliefs around the world. And as religion adapts, they use modern technologies such as social media to reach wider audiences and align their teaching with current issues. And in essence, globalization increase religious access while it challenges on how belief is maintained and expressed.
Okay, now good morning again, everyone. And now we will dive into the relationship between religion, global conflict, and religion converts the global peace. Now, we all know that religion has a complex, or it can be both a catalyst, a conflict, and a force to peace in contemporary world. One, religion has also its conflicts. First, the religious extremism that leads to violence and conflict by justifying action based on religious interpretation. And we have used what we call the extremist group. They use religious texts to convey or to justify violence and aggressions towards each other, and they also spread their ideologies worldwide to recruit some followers that lead to tensions and leading to the global conflict. Next, the anti-religious tension. Since my co-reporters have discussed earlier that we have different religions around the world, and that causes tension because they have different views, different beliefs, different perspectives on how they view some particular things, and that causes tensions and global conflict. As religious and traditional beliefs are decreasing, the explosion of new religions is another prominent phenomenon in this globalized world. And religions and global conflicts has a complex relationship because it has one possibilities and more or further challenges. Now for religion and global peace, first, may I request everyone to please read
Conviction often motivate religious communities to advocate peace-related government policies by guiding in peace-making methodologies. Indigenous communities also directly oppose repression and promote peace and reconciliation.
Now, if there is a global conflict, of course there are global peace. And while religions in global peace plays a crucial role towards each other, because there are leaders that promote a non-violent obedience towards some particular things. For instance, do you know guys who is Martin Luther King? Okay, Martin Luther King is a Baptist minister who leads American civil rights movement, which use nonviolent obedience towards a racial equality and social justice. And the global peace towards this is that he used his leadership in religions to promote or to encourage or also to influence others to have a peace. Now, generally, globalization and religions are relationships that goes hand in hand, and this kind of relationship has many positives and positives. It has its pro and cons. People should cope with the flow of info and chose their own interest peaceful way. And for our mind, finally, the globalization will end the complete domination of one them over the rest. Ultimately, the globalization of the leader requires a more understanding of the complex relationship between faith, culture, and identity. We must understand or we must be aware that oversimplifying the role of religion that it is a cause for global conflict, we must understand that it has higher possibilities or it has a more important thing to do in global. That would be all our report.
Dito, post lang kami.